Well, Terry Bradshaw actually said, quote, of the pursuit of Aaron Rodgers, that to me is just a joke, a joke, a joke. Shady McCoy, how bad of a look is the Steelers quarterback situation?
This is embarrassing. Oh. Like, imagine trying to sell season tickets to your fans, and let me tell you something. Pittsburgh, it's real fans. Like, they bleed that thing. Right, they play the Ravens. You wear some purple. You might not make it out of there, right? Imagine sounding like, hey, man, our quarterbacks are, what's their names again?
Mason Rudolph.
Will Howard. All right, yeah, what he was saying, because I don't even know.
Don't forget Skyler.
Skyler. Diggins. Oh, that's right. My bad. So, but serious note, though, like, what are we trying to do here? And then we praying that a 40-year-old quarterback's going to come play? Because when you get that age, James, you know best because you are 40-something. Sometimes.
I'm not 40-something. Don't put that on me.
40? Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just don't want to do it no more. Right?
I thought he was being real.
Oh, how old are you? He's trying to get off being 40.
41?
Yeah. Okay.
Tell you what, started at 42 a couple. but back to my take. The problem is when you turn that type of age, sometimes you feel like doing something, and then the very second,
what happens?
You don't want to do it no more. I'm in my high 30s and like, yo, sometimes I be like, man, you get what I'm saying?
You went to bed wanting to play Wake Up Back Hurt.
and that's what we depending on? It's crazy. If you a running back over there, I know you upset.
You are.
If you DK, Metcalf, I get the money, cool, I'm gonna spend it the right way, but I'm not happy.
No.
I'm walking right past the quarterback room, I got nothing to say.
Can't be.
Good morning, DK.
Yeah.
You're not even excited.
You might be extra excited, so you're trying to get some passes. You know what I mean?
Nah.
Man, come on.
Saying.
They got to follow. The quarterbacks they got in that room, they got to follow the game plan no matter what it is. They can't do nothing extra. It's embarrassing, though. And imagine all the greats. I feel the same way Terry feels. When you put so much into the game and you were once that franchise player for that franchise with the Eagles. When they have bad days, it's cool. But when they have terrible days, it hurts me. I come to work, I'm limping to work. Like I got hit because I'm so hurt.
Yeah.
I just feel like this, man. To be a Steelers fan, it's a sad, sad day. Because the guys is leading your troops out there, nobody even knows their first or last name or none of that. It's embarrassing. And now you praying for 40-year-old man to come save them? It's terrible. Dude come around there with all grays in his helmet. Save the day. Come on, bro.
His hair in his helmet.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing,
For
bro.
me,
It is.
it's less than ideal, right? It's not ideal. But where's this energy been since 2022? This has been the situation that the Steelers have been in since Ben Roethlisberger's retired. And so take a look at,
At least they trying, though.
Look at these quarterbacks that they've had, right? Justin Fields, he was 4-2, got benched. Kenny Pickett, 14-10. Think they really gave up on him a little bit early. Like, at least they tried to go out and draft a guy. It didn't work out. Mason Rudolph, Mitch Trubisky, Russell Wilson, all these guys, and they just keep spinning their wheels. It's like an endless search that Mike Tomlin's had to go on since they've lost Ben Roethlisberger, since Ben Roethlisberger retired. And so for me, it's like, it's one of those things where I get the uproar, I get all this stuff, but it's been this way. And all of a sudden we're going to react to be like, oh, Aaron Rodgers. So we had an Aaron Rodgers topic on it yesterday. We're like, hey, they'll be good for 1 year, and then say good, maybe the playoffs. 10 wins, I think, is a max with Aaron Rodgers. But when you look at their whole organization, they have not developed quarterbacks. They've tried. And look, they have 12 draft picks next year. And I think that's probably where they're going, and that's probably why they didn't want to re-sign Russell Wilson. That's probably why they didn't want to re-sign Justin Fields. And, I'm like with Shady a little bit on this. Like, you got to look at the guys in that locker room. Like, Aaron Rodgers will come in. He doesn't have any timing with the receivers. He's going to be fine. But then it's like these older defensive core players like we've been talking about. What are they, like, they only have a window of so long before they need a full rebuild in this team, and they're wasting some of these defensive players' primes. That's probably my biggest issue with it is like, great, Aaron Rodgers gets you 10-7. What are you doing next year? You're gonna have to draft, and you're gonna have to go through the growing pains with the rookie. And this is sort of what Mike Tomlin's tried to do, is try to fill the void like a leak. As you spring a leak, fill that void and fill that. Eventually, it's going to all come down.
But Chase,
and they got to rebuild it.
Like, real quick, so I was thinking, like, 'cause you're the quarterback here, and like Kenny Pickett was a first-round quarterback.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get something there. Okay,
Hoping he was going to be good.
Russell Wilson, right? I don't think he played that bad, but I'm trying to have a future Hall of Famer to lead my troops. And then even on the worst scenario, Fields.
Yeah.
Justin Fields, to some people, he could be a starter, and he has some talent there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying, but my thing to you is, like, what's the excuse now? Because you can't be trying.
Yeah.
And then we keep talking about Aaron Rodgers. I mean, to be honest, he won 5 games last year, but there's no real, like, he didn't really commit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He might retire.
But I'm saying, we acting like he said, yo, I'm coming to pick. He didn't do that.
Yeah, at least for what we know. It's just, Shady, they keep kicking the can down the road. Like eventually you're going to have to start over and you're going to start new. And I'm of the Andy Reid, and you play with them, premise is like, you always want to draft a quarterback. They tried Kenny Pickett once. They haven't drafted any other guys. Like they've been doing it and trying to build their most important position in sports through free agency, and that's not how it works. It's called draft and develop, and they have whole programs on this, and we haven't seen the Steelers do
But
it.
there's several issues, and I'm going to be real with it. Mike Tomlin is Mike Tomlin's biggest enemy, period. We all watching one of the most important positions in sports be absolutely negligently mishandled, and nobody is saying anything about it. I don't know why, but Tomlin is absolutely undermining the work of all other 90 players that are currently on the roster until it gets cut down to 53. TJ Watt could have 35 sacks. Won't matter without a quarterback. Patrick Queen, 250 tackles. Won't matter without a quarterback. Minka Fitzpatrick could have 15 interceptions. Won't matter without a quarterback. None of the work that any of the other players on the roster do will matter so long as Mike Tomlin, and it is on Mike Tomlin, continues to completely mishandle this quarterback situation. It's the most negligent and grossly negligent thing we have witnessed in sports. Because not only is Mike Tomlin, at this junction in time, not identifying the proper quarterback, he's not committing to the proper quarterback, he's not developing the proper quarterback. The 5th consecutive season that the Steelers will have a different opening day starter at the quarterback position. 5th consecutive season that in the most important position, you will have a different opening day starter. We are all witnessing this car crash and ain't nobody calling an ambulance, trusting that somebody else gonna do it. It's a car crash going on with this Steelers quarterback situation. Completely. I can't believe that the Steelers are acting like a completely ignorantly run football organization. It's the Steelers. We can't even say that no more.
Yeah, all the blame is to go to the Steelers, man. You know, if you ain't worked out in a long time, and you up in age like me and Shady, and you go in there and you put heavy weights on the squat rack, you gotta expect to be sore in the morning.
Pull a hamstring.
You can't expect to just come out of there and be like, ain't none of my muscles sore. This is all the Steelers' fault. And it's been all the Steelers' fault since the last 5 years in a row they started a different quarterback. And you know what? As you guys are talking, Aaron Rodgers might be a blessing in disguise for the Steelers. And the main reason why is because they don't know how to develop quarterbacks. So you might as well get one that's developed at 41, 45, 46. It don't matter. You need a quarterback that's developed because you can't develop quarterbacks. You've had first-round quarterbacks. You've had second-round quarterbacks. You've had third-round quarterbacks. You have fourth-round quarterbacks. You ain't developed none of them. So you need a quarterback that's to develop, obviously, to help the coach out. The coach knows how to develop defensive players. The coach knows how to develop defense. You do not know how to develop quarterbacks. So get a quarterback in there that's already developed. You put yourself in this situation, and now you are forced to wait on Aaron Rodgers. You do not have no choice because you're not going to win no games or make it into the playoffs with Skylar Thompson and those dudes. You're not. And I feel sorry for DK Metcalf and them boys because if it's any position that needs the quarterback to be good, is the wide receiver. Because the quarterback got to be good. The O-line got to be good. And the quarterback got to throw it to you so you can do your job. Right now, DK Metcalf ain't got none of that but money. And that's true facts.
Hey, but you want the real true facts? The real true facts is the reason why the quarterback's been so bad since Big Ben. You know whose fault it is? Big Ben's fault. Let me take you back to Big Ben.
Ooh,
I'm going to keep it real with y'all because
yes.
other people don't get this opportunity. First of all, Big Ben was done a long time ago before he was done.
True.
Right? I'm thinking like, wow, so you're going to let him just keep messing up the whole team?
True.
The problem was when Big Ben was playing bad, he said, you know what? He interviewed, he said, hey, I just don't really have it no more. Mm-hmm. When the players say that, the GM, the head coach, the ownership, oh my God, we got to do something else. We got to get a backup plan. Yeah. You know what they did? They didn't. Because when they were trying to draft Mike, he got upset about, hey, I mean, I'm Big Ben. I'm here. Oh, so let's step back. Let's step back. We don't want to finish our Super Bowl winning quarterback. Let's step back. Yeah. And now he kept playing worse and worse and worse, and you never fixed it. Hey, you know now who has the issue? Not Big Ben. Got money, chilling, family, he good. Tomlin and the Steelers have a problem now because y'all never fixed the problem when y'all let your quarterback run the organization. That's the truth.
And to Shady's point,
That is the
think
truth.
about
Come on now, the truth.
The quarterbacks that were drafted during that 3 to 4 year period where Ben was no longer good but was still playing, that's when Josh Allen got drafted.
Talk about it.
That's when Pat got drafted. That's when Lamar got drafted. That's when
Deshaun
Burrow got
Watson.
drafted. That's when everybody got drafted in that 17, 18, 19 era.
That's true.
That's when
But-
all of that next generation of
Look,
Qs got
and
drafted.
I get what you're saying, Shady, but I mean, look, Roethlisberger definitely handled it the wrong way. He got upset. It's not on Ben. It's not. It's on the organization. Who cares about your feelings when you're trying to win? Look at what Andy Reid
on the
did.
player.
They traded up with Alex Smith coming off the best season of his career. You know what? Because this is our
That's
guy.
Alex.
I know, but I'm just saying there's other examples. I'm just using one. Like there's other examples of quarterbacks. Jordan Love, Aaron Rodgers. I mean, like all these guys, we knew we had to get a replacement. If they love someone so much in the first round, they've had multiple first-round picks. Why not do that? Everyone should follow the Green Bay Packers plan. I mean, they've had 3 unbelievable quarterbacks. Now, you're probably not going to hit on all of them, but they're always drafting a guy, and they're sit him. That's fine. Think if they had a second-year quarterback or third-year quarterback that was a first-round pick that had just waited and learned and did all this, now they can play.
But
it's hard to
remember-
play a rookie quarterback.
But remember when they did draft Mason Rudolph, because they drafted Rudolph while Ben was there, he threw a fit.
That's what I'm talking about. He went crazy about
my
it. It
God,
was
he threw
Hey, he was a fourth
fit.
round.
Fourth round pick. And Ben was like, I ain't coaching this kid. Like, that's not my
He's
job.
mad about it. He's
Like, I
mad
ain't
about
gonna
it.
develop
And they hold
down
on.
to the franchise.
But wait,
I
but
agree.
they never did it again. But this is what I'm saying. So you bring Andy Reid up because you play underneath and all that. So if Alex Smith says playing but had a bad year, he says, you know what, I really don't even have it no more. To the world.
He's gone.
You don't think Andy Reid's gonna draft somebody else?
Oh, yeah, right
So
away.
I'm about to, even when people talk about retirement, when the players start saying that retirement stuff, yes, let's get away from this dude. You know why? Because he got 1 foot out and 1 foot in. So when Big Ben, and you can say it's the franchise's fault, right? I love to see that part of the franchise. Like, you know what? I love to be loyal because there's not a lot of loyalty in this sport. And Ben has been great for the Steelers.
Right.
Okay? They don't win without Ben.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is when you start talking like that, and then we try to bring somebody in the 4th round, you go crazy. And now we're scared. Okay, we don't want to offend our guy that did so much for our franchise. So then you take a step back and then you don't really draft no high picks. And now you look at it 10 years later and they're still looking for a quarterback.
Yeah.
So yes, I do blame Big Ben for that because that was super selfish.
Yeah, I mean,
That was
it
selfish,
was
bro.
definitely selfish, but the franchise is so
Selfish.
much bigger than the quarterback. And I'm with you, Shady. When someone starts even remotely talking about, and you can tell in his media interviews or
It's time to roll.
that it's time to go. Like it's time. We got to draft, and that's what these teams that consistently draft quarterbacks, the Eagles, the Chiefs, they just consistently do that. They are going to hit on something.
Is this only matter for the Q? The reason I suggest that is like Killer Trav right now is kind of in that space of like, I don't know if I want to keep playing. I don't know if I'm retired.
Positional
Killer
value.
Trav means so much to the Chiefs.
A tight end doesn't do
that's
like what a
different.
quarterback
That's
does.
that, yeah,
It's quarterback. Like quarterback's the most important position in sports. I agree. Like, but they're not going to take a first round tight end. Like it's not that important for them to win. You know what I mean? A tight end versus a quarterback.
Fair. What up, YouTube family? Welcome to the facility. Thanks for watching, and you better be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to get more highlights from the show and all of our exclusive content.